Okay, so last couple of episodes I've done, and I didn't mean to do that. A load of job lots of different games and stuff, and I got rid of a lot. In fact, I've got those receipts from CX for it. First time, as I said, traded about 18 games, got £3.70, which is terrible. The second time I traded in probably more games, and I got £41 in the end for it. So I thought I'd go. I've got like, as you can see, I've got 3 job lots of this crap still to go through, but I'm getting there slowly. And some games I decided just to keep, just for the sake of it. So I will go through the ones I did actually keep, as you can see. So Black Ops 1, 360. Played all these on 360. I've had that for a while, but it's one I picked up recently. We have Black Ops 2, which I believe did it come with a manual. I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. But it's in good nick, which is good. That's all that is really required. This is in the job lot of games I picked up. Halo 3 ODST. I think it's in... Is it 2 discs? I think it is campaign. And I've played through this on PC Game Pass, so few scratches on it, but not deep ones from what I can tell. And multiplayer as well. If I get the bleeding disc out. The disc says no. Guess what? I say yes. Yeah, not too bad considering. Had these a week or two now. I thought some were worth keeping just for the sake of it. Skyrim. Don't really honestly care that much about Skyrim. I know that's a particularly heinous thing to say, but I've never been a particularly big fan of Bethesda's games. It's just never really gelled with, particularly Skyrim. But in its defense, it is a good game. Kept this just because it's Diablo 3. 360, which I think came out at the end of its... was it near the end of that generation? I think it was about 2010. I've got this on PS3, but Space Marine, and there's a second one coming out. It supposedly was this year, but I believe it's been put back till quite... Well, there's no actual... They haven't named a date when it's coming out, so I thought, well, 360, it's in good condition. And I thought, well, why not? It was in good condition. It's not now. Damn it. Yeah, a couple of marks. There's a scratch there, but nothing too heinous in the grand scheme of things. As I said, I got rid of most. I didn't keep a great deal. I've got a couple of very, very, I could say nicer games, I guess you could say. Only reason I kept this is I've got the first one, I think it's the Platinum Edition. Yeah. In really good condition. Book, everything. I may one day play it, do it for a video maybe. I wasn't the biggest fan of Resistance. Ironically, when I did the video for the first game, I wasn't really enjoying it, but as I started to push through the game, I started to get used to the controls. They are very, very sensitive is probably what I use for the controls. So as you can see, it's in pretty good condition considering. You don't get a lot for these at CX, so I thought, well, I may as well just keep some of them. The only reason I kept Black Ops 1 and 2 on PS3, even though I've got them on 360, as you've seen, was just, I don't know. I just thought, why not? Why not? It's in really good condition. I ain't going to get a great deal for it. And I've come to the conclusion that PS3 is easily PlayStation's weakest system, by far. In terms of accessibility and for recording purposes, it's awful. It's downright awful. There's so many videos that say you can bypass the HDCP with a HDMI switcher. I can say from experience, you can, but it's incredibly hit and miss if it will actually work for long. It's just a pain in the ass system to use for so many things. That's why I bought a PS2 in the end to play PS1 games, because I just prefer it, and I've got to actually open that up because there's actually the battery has gone for the clock has gone dead as such that holds the settings. So I've got to change that at some point. That'd be a job. Can't be that difficult, I would imagine. Again, Black Ops 1, pretty good condition, I think. Yeah, mostly. Nothing major. A couple of marks. Some of these job lots, some of these games are really badly scratched up. Like, really. I saw some that were horrendously bad. CX a bit funny with saying as they won't take certain dance type games unless you've got the peripherals like Guitar Hero and shit like that for some reason. Mafia 2, I've heard again immensely good things about it. I've never played it. Maybe one day. My back catalogue is about 30 years long at this point, so maybe. I've got Arkham. I've got this on PC, on Steam library. I've got Origins on my Steam library. I've got Arkham Asylum. I've got an Xbox 360, and I originally had played this on PS3 the first time around, and I thought, why not? I mean, this is Rocksteady as a company were amazing, but they have, let's just say they've hit some hard times. Their newest game is not doing well at all, and honestly, I don't want to hate, but it's crap. Suicide Squad, it's like Suicide Squad hit it just as 8. It's like that Avengers game. It's just pure crap. It's just boring beyond belief. I get there are people that enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, more power to you. But it's just boring. It's a grind fest. BioShock 2 again, really nice condition, really nice case. I had the first game. It's an interesting game I never really got into. BioShock, was it Infinite? Was that the one where I was flying around in a city in the clouds or something? I didn't really get into it. I thought I'll give it a go one day. One day. Let's see if I actually stop buying games. But we shall see. So yeah, so Suicide Squad ain't for me. I tried Avengers, and as soon as the little robot interrupted the Hulk's attack cycle, his animations weren't the same for me. No idea what Call of Duty Ghost is. All I know is it's just another Call of Duty game. This one without a manual, it looks like. I generally wonder whether Call of Duty is going to lose favour one of these days because there's just so many about. It's like it's becoming like FIFA. It's just oversaturated. The next game on this, Quantum of Solace. To be honest, I've only kept this because I used to play this with my brother and his mate on the Wii, and I don't know, there was a few fond memories. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's not based on what I call one of the better Bond movies, but Daniel Craig's done some pretty good ones. I think when they killed him, I was quite surprised by that. I was like, oh, goddamn, they killed him. They actually killed him. I was quite shocked by that. So yeah, I might try out and do it for a video at some point. The one everyone raves on about, particularly on Twitter, The Last of Us. This is the original, not the remaster of the remaster of the remaster of the remake of the remaster of the remake of the remaster. Jesus Christ. So yeah. I don't know. I've not. I guess it's gonna make me sound a bit hypocritical, but I've not been that fond of playing post-apocalyptic games since the whole pandemic crap. Sort of, I mean, in the UK currently we've got politicians running for their lives because something about because of all the lies that went on during COVID. And the truths and like political bullcrap. Any good politician? There ain't any. I'm gonna keep politics out of it because it's too volatile to talk about. Anyway, back to the gaming space. Homefront, never played it. Not sure what to expect, but it's in okay condition. I thought, yeah, why not? if Sony actually just introduced some backwards compatibility where you can play these games natively and not via streaming. Now comes on to the better bits. Let's start with Final Fantasy. Never ever played a Final Fantasy other than, I think I played a bit of 7 last year and the remake. I played like 2 hours of each just to try and get into it. I don't know, it's not a game that does anything for me personally. I know that's blasphemous because I know everyone's getting really excited for is it Rebirth or something? In good nick though, you know, mate. I don't know what it is because I enjoy things like Pokemon and stuff, and that's kind of turn-based. Well, to some degree, but I've never really got into Final Fantasy. Maybe it's just the characters. That disc's more marked than I expect actually, but maybe it's just I could probably buff that out with the characters. I'm not really sure. I may have to give it a try sometime, but there's just too many games, and just not enough time to actually game. I mean, I'll be 39 this year, well, at the end of the year. I just haven't got the time. So, you know, you never know. Fable 2, kept it just because I had a moderate bit of fun with one of these when they originally came out. In fact, I've even got somewhere, I've got Fable They did a HD remaster of it. Fable the Lost Missions or something. I think it's the first. It's things like Halo Director's Cut or something that goes over a few marks on that, but not that deep. So I guess we'll see. Next one is Borderlands 2. I have it on Steam and I bought it in 2012. I've also got Borderlands 3 on Xbox Series. I've gradually sort of fallen out of favour with Borderlands. They're fun games, don't get me wrong. The shooting mechanics is stellar. Everything about the game is generally really, really good. The only kicker being... it's got a few marks on that one as well, but it'll probably still work. I can't imagine it'd be that much of an issue. The only thing I would say is with... Oh yeah, there are a few marks on that. The only thing I would say with Borderlands 3... God damn it, the characters are just obnoxious. They're not funny, and they're just irritating. I have to turn the audio down on Borderlands 3 because the characters are so irritating. They're just not funny in any way at all. But in hindsight, the gameplay is really, really good. So it's a bit of a catch-22, I guess, on that one. So, but Borderlands 1 and 2 I always enjoyed. I'm not sure if I just didn't notice the dialogue. I don't know why I kept this, but this is in absolutely immaculate condition. Doesn't go for a great deal, £4. But you know, I've got the what's it called? The Ultimate. I've got Guns of Patriots and I've got the Legacy Collection, which is actually, I think it's a US collection. And I nearly dropped it. And this has got obviously the disc. It's in pretty good nick. Merchandise from Metal Gear. Sadly, I don't think Metal Gear will ever come back. Well, other than the collections they've been in, which I have been tempted off on PS5's Series X and Switch. But as you can see, it's pretty good condition. But they haven't done a second collection that will get Guns of the Patriots off PS3 because it's been languishing on that system for what, 20? No, when did it come out? 2008 it came out. So yeah, about 2000. I think it was 2008. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So you're talking, a good 14 years, something like that, 15 years. Original DVD for the making of it as well. So I thought I might as keep it. It's in good condition. So I'm quite happy with that. So that'll be one to keep for sure. Burnout. I've got Burnout 3 Takedown. It is scratched to shut. I was actually looking at buying another copy of it. But Burnout just, oh man, it's just such a good game when it came out in the 2001, 2001. And it's immaculate. I mean, I still would like a copy of Burnout 2 Point of Impact at some point, but again, it's a lot of yeah, it's just a lot to get. Oh, there's a few marks on this one. Saying that, nothing that major. So I just kept it for the sake of it. I'm gonna be moving house soon, so God help me. Code Veronica X. This is dirt cheap and a really underrated game that Capcom really should look at remaking. That'll Dino Crisis, please. And there was even a poll not too long, or a survey not too long ago. I actually signed up, I actually did the actual thing, and they asked you what you would like games wise. And Dino Crisis and obviously this were the ones I mentioned. This is dirt cheap on PS2. But it's flipping expensive. I want a copy on GameCube, because the one thing I've noticed with this is this game, and if you watch, there's hundreds of comparisons on YouTube, so check out, I can't remember half the names, is it Ink Ribbon, Lotus, is it Lotus Prince, there's another guy that does, Avalanche, is it Avalanche Reviews? I can't remember the guy's. I think it's Avalanche Review. He's just some really good. And then obviously you've got Susie the Spear Hunter. She's really good at this stuff as well. Yeah, this is immaculate. Other than some, it's like, I don't know what that is, but it's in pretty good condition. Have I tested this? I don't think I have actually, but it should work, no problem. But it's like £4. You want this on GameCube? It's going to set you back about £38 to £40. I've been looking on the CEX because I got some voucher trading money. So I'm kind of conflicted with about on GameCube, because the PS2 one, like Resident Evil 4, is really dark. It's very difficult to see. It's just really dark for some reason. I'm not sure why. The best version supposedly is the Dreamcast version, the original, basically. So yeah, so there's that. So I'm conflicted. This one was not in a lot, because if this wasn't a lot, it would be immense. Silent Hill 3. Some marks on it. There's a bit fingered, but it's in really good condition mostly. Silent Hill 2 is one I'm still looking at, and it's superly expensive. It's about £80, I think, for Silent Hill 2. I have loaded, tested it, all works. It's a weird game though, and I thought the tank controls in Resident Evil weren't that bad, but Jesus, the tank controls in this, like, I don't know, it feels. It feels worse, the tank controls on this, than in Resident Evil. But obviously I've only loaded it, played it for like 5 minutes just to test it, make sure it works. But this was actually pretty cheap. This was £36 on eBay. So this, and again, this one's in immaculate condition, so I'm very happy about that. But I still do want 2. There's a few people that said to pick up 4, The Room, and of course Silent Hill 1, which is the PS1 classic, which I haven't. I never think I ever cleared it. No, I didn't. So I will be looking at that. I've got a couple of DS games, and one I've been looking for ages. Now, it's not the black box one I kind of wanted, but it's still in immaculate condition. And this was it between £29 and £36, and it's in really good condition. Obviously original Metal Gear Solid, so I've got that. There's one version you get where it's got the VR missions, but I'm not that bothered. The VR missions, yeah, special missions it was called. I mean, it's on the Master Collection, but I wanted this because this is mint. Absolutely mint, and at some point I will actually get around to playing through this. Funnily enough, I prefer the PS1 version. In as much as I adore, I really do like Twin Snakes. It's such an interesting sort of iteration on this game. I prefer this. It's just more. I don't think I guess it's just more iconic. There's not the like, he doesn't do ninja jumps over missiles. It's a little bit more grounded. But obviously the Twin Snakes version is going to be the better version. But it's in really good nick, because you can see that it looks brand new. It's nice to buy things real, because we at school, we didn't ever buy real games. We just used to. People just used to copy them. We just used to at school. We used to just go, give you £10. I'll go and copy a copy of WCW Mayhem, for instance, or Ape Escape, Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, Command and Conquer Red Alert, and it's just 10 quid. Here you go, mate. Alright, cool, nice one. Everyone had the PS1's chipped. I mean, I don't condone it, don't get me wrong, but it's just, when you're 15, 14, age range between 13 and 16, it was a way of getting games cheap. But I'm nice to have a real copy of it. And it's in, as I said, there's barely any marks on it. It's immaculate. I'm really, really happy with it. Right, so next and last but least, we went on to DS games. I've been picking up the Pokemon games. I've started playing through Pearl, which I've had for a while. I picked up Diamond. This came in was it 23 £23, I think. Let's just check eBay a sec, because I cannot remember the actual prices. Let's go to purchase history. So Silent Hill 3 set me back £34.70. Metal Gear Solid was 20 quid. That's actually quite good. I was quite surprised by that. I didn't realise that. Diamond was 23. I had to clean this though. The contacts were it wasn't working, wasn't detecting on my 3DS, which is currently over there. So I had to clean the contacts quite thoroughly to get it working. So Gen of Pokemon I'm not really that familiar with, so I have been sort of playing through it. It's obviously, everything is there, but as I said, I had to clean those contacts because they weren't looking too hot. And in fact, there is a bit of damage. It looks like someone's been gnawing on the back of it. As you can see, so there is some. So there's a bit of minor damage to it, but it does work. I've had it running, so. But if you're a collector of this sort of stuff, particularly the DS games and free Pokemon, maybe Zelda, these are going up stupid. It did work. Are going up stupidly in price, absolutely stupidly, and you're going to see in a minute a prime example of that. Okay, Pokemon Y. This is one I've never played, and this is on 3DS, and this came in at $24.99. So it's not stupidly. There's also Pokemon Y to get at some point. Sorry, no, X. This is Y. Sorry. It's in good nick. I've not had any issues with this one. It loads up no problem. The one I'm still after is if it wants to focus, Heart Gold and Soul Silver at some point. But they're stupidly expensive. Are you talking £80 to £120 each? So, And last one on this, and this is one that has shot up, it's like stupidly in price. That is Pokemon Black. There's also a white version. You are talking. This was £50.75. So you are talking quite a lot of money. But if it's something you at some point want to collect and play, then I jumped out. I stopped with. I was about after Gen 2. I think I played Gen 3 once. I played it on an emulator back in like 2003, where I downloaded it with dial-up, if you can believe it. We had we lived out in the countryside, so we didn't have good broadband. We had no broadband at all. It was just basic dial-up. But yeah, that's in good nick, as you can see. So yeah, so these ones at some point want to experience. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I have not been for many, many years. It's not necessarily my sort of target demographic, but as you can see, there's quite a lot there. I've still got to sort through all this crap as well, and I kept a few games as well, but I ain't gonna go through that because I've shown that in a different video already. But so basically that's basically it. But I need to say thank you for the other subscribers that have jumped on the channel. It's very much appreciated. I do go through sort of back and forth with YouTube and stuff. I've been struggling to find content to make of late, but it's been fun. It's always fun just to do these little videos and show people what you can get if you shop about. And even shopping auctions. Don't get me wrong, you don't always get good stuff. You do get shite. It's shite. So much FIFA crap. I would just, as I've said many times, that you just like, oh God, kill me. No more FIFA. FIFA 07 to like FIFA 19. Oh, they're everywhere. It's just the same player getting progressively older and older, particularly in each game. So it says, but just get rid of it. Just charity shop the shit of it because it's just crap mostly. But you do get things if you shop around the auction sites, and even on eBay, you can pick up deals and stuff. There's still a few I'm still looking at, but like I'm not sure. I'm still hunting for Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles on Mega Drive, Genesis for anybody outside of Europe, apart from Japan. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I'm looking at the GameCube version. Resident Evil Code Veronica. And obviously more of the DS games, maybe Zelda Spirit Tracks and the remaining Pokemon games at some point. But it's all money at the end of the day. It's just got to be kind of sensible for it and stuff. I don't know. Maybe this stuff would be worth something one day. I don't know, but I'm just doing it as a collecting hobby as such. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I will probably do some more videos once I've gone through these PS2 lots I did show off. But I'm going to go through them a bit more, and I'll show you what, I have no idea what condition they're in. Some of them are in horrendously bad condition, and some of them are in good nick. So there's a few in there, like that Time Crisis 2, Harvest Moon, Sell Down. To be honest, I'll probably just get rid of most of them, just take them to CX. See if I can get some voucher trading value or even some cash. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I've gone on long enough, and I hope I haven't bored you too much.